Coming up on WEBN Sports, Juan Soto was clutch last night for the Nationals. We've got the highlights from the NL wildcard game.
And find out how the Bucks pulled off a shocking upset in Los Angeles.
From Boston, this is WEBN News.
Hello everyone and welcome to WEBN Sports. I'm Hannah Brewitt.
And I'm Beck McMahon. We begin with tonight's top stories. Last night in the nation's capital, the Washington Nationals played host to Milwaukee Brewers in the National League wildcard game. Let's check out the highlights. Top of the first. Catcher Grandal up at bat, hits it deep into right field, and that ball is gone. A first-inning two-run homer by Grandal to put the Brewers up early. Eric Thames comes to the plate, hits one deep into right center field. That ball is up, up, and away. The Brewers take a 3-0 lead early in the ballgame. Bottom of the third. That ball is hit deep into left center field, and it makes it over the wall. Trey Turner puts the Nationals on the board. Flash forward to the bottom of the 8th inning. Bases loaded, 2 outs. It's a line drive into right, and the ball slips under Grisham's glove. That'll score not 1, not 2, but 3 runs for the Nationals. Juan Soto is tagged out, but the Nationals take the lead 4-3. We head to the top of the 9th. 2 outs. Ben Gamel coming to the plate. Hits one deep into center field. Robles pedaling back. Makes the catch, and the ball game is over. The Washington Nationals win 4-3 over the Milwaukee Brewers. The Nationals are headed to LA to face the Dodgers for Game 1 on Thursday. Now for more on the NL wildcard game, let's bring in our MLB correspondent, Cameron Manning.
Hey guys, thanks so much for having me today.
Cam, your thoughts on the NL wildcard game?
I thought it was a fantastic game, first off. I mean, Milwaukee showed a lot of heart in that game, especially since losing their NL MVP and their team MVP, Christian Yelich, to a dislocated kneecap 2 weeks before the season ended. I thought they played well. They fought hard. I thought the bullpen could have been better. Josh Hader, who's been one of the most electric relievers in all of baseball, electrifying. His stuff is great. High fastball velocity, nasty slider. He just didn't have it in that 8th inning, and that ended up costing the Brewers season. But you also have to think Christian Yelich, being a right fielder himself, being a natural right fielder, he was duly noted on that. He was duly missed, I should say, on that misplay by Trent Grisham, the rookie right fielder. That cost him the game. Anthony Rendon comes around first, and you couldn't ask for a better ball game to watch.
Right, so going off of that, I mean, obviously the Nationals really capitalized on that mistake that happened in the outfield. Do you think that the Brewers had any chance to come back in those late innings after that happened?
I do think so. The Nationals bullpen has been average, decent. It's not like they're like this lockdown Yankees type bullpen, big names. And I think they really did. I mean, having Christian Yelich's bat in the lineup also played a factor because the dude was hitting .329, had 30 stolen bases. Like, you cannot overemphasize his impact on this Milwaukee Brewers squad. So I really think missing his bat, missing his fielding, missing his stolen bases really dismantled the Brewers in that game. Really was a big outlier in that one.
Right, and so who do you think was the standout player for the Nationals last night?
I have to go with Steven Strasburg. Steven Strasburg, this was his first career relief appearance in his career. He was drafted #1 overall in 2009. He's had a very up and down career with injuries and inconsistency, and he's rumored to opt out of his contract after the year, reported by Ken Rosenthal on MLB Network. But I think he showed up big time. 3 shutout innings of relief and really just bridged the gap between Scherzer and Hudson in the 9th inning. I think Steven Strasburg was definitely the standout player in tonight's game.
Moving on to the American League, the Tampa Bay Rays and the Oakland Athletics play tonight in the AL wildcard game. Cam, what are some things to watch out for in that game?
Well, I'd have to say Tampa Bay. I mean, hats off to Kevin Cash and them. I mean, he's a great manager. They do things uniquely down there in Tampa Bay. They don't have the usual starting 5 rotation. They have this thing called an opener, which is usually reliever opens up for 2 innings, and it's like they bridge the gap like Steven Strasburg did. I mean, it's like playing postseason baseball, 162 games long. So you got to tip your cap to Kevin Cash and that pitching staff, because they have dynamic young arms, and they have shown that they're more than just the hype. And pitchers like Blake Snell, Tyler Glasnow, who are young, capable power pitchers, have really driven the season this year for Tampa Bay. And I think what we should be looking forward to is a very close ball game tonight in Oakland, excuse me.
Yeah, so you mentioned it's going to be a close game. Do you have a prediction on who you think might come out on top?
I think experience really ties into this fact in the postseason setting, so I'm going to have to go with Oakland due to the fact this is their second consecutive year. They've had guys that have been there before. This is actually Tampa Bay's first postseason appearance since 2013, and first under a manager not named Joe Madden, who was recently fired by the Cubs. So I'd like to think Oakland will come out on top, but I don't know. Tampa Bay's got some great arms. I just think the Oakland Bats will outshine the pitching staff.
All right, well, thanks, Cam. Coming up on WEBN Sports, the Chiefs escaped Detroit with a win.
And find out how Gardner Minshew led the Jags to a comeback win. We'll be right back.
Today I'm going to talk to you about physics. Come on in, girls. Let's go. This is the first rocket to get humans to Mars.
Really tall.
I'm a rocket structural engineer, designing and building parts of the rocket. You are the generation that will be stepping foot on Mars. Do I have a group of astronauts on my hands?
Yes.
You can become a rocket scientist or whatever else you want to be.
They call me Maxie, but I prefer tripod. I was your above-average four-legged homie, and then wham, bam, minivan. Some people pity me. Now that's lame. I still run, fetch, and swim. And the ladies love me. I'm the ultimate wingman. Just don't ask me to high five.
Sometimes the things we do or say can make others feel hurt, excluded, or isolated. Everything you say and do creates an impact.
How am I supposed to save the whole world?
You can't think about saving the world. You have to think about saving one person.
Because of you, someone's entire life can change. You don't have to be a superhero to have a positive impact.
Friends?
Friends.
Did you know bicyclists are often injured by vehicle doors opening into their path? To prevent hitting a cyclist with a car door, drivers should use their right hand to open the door, which forces them to look back over their shoulders so they can see people approaching on bicycles. Passengers should do the same using their left hands in case someone is riding a bicycle to the right of the vehicle. This simple safety procedure is an important step in keeping our roads safe. Remember, scan the street for wheels and feet.
Welcome back to WEBN Sports. The Chiefs hit the road this weekend to face the Lions in Detroit. To the Motor City we go. Matthew Stafford hands off the ball to Kerryon Johnson. Johnson lunges forward and is stopped just before the end zone. The ball's recovered in a quick heads-up play, and that's Bashaud Breeland running in for the touchdown for Kansas City. Third and goal, Stafford in the middle, firing through traffic to Kenny Golladay for the touchdown. Patrick Mahomes on a blitz. He's in traffic. Over the top to Travis Kelce, and a flick to LaShawn McCoy in the open field. Second and goal, they give it to the run, and that's Darrell Williams for the touchdown. Stafford with the ball. He floats one into the end zone to Golladay for another touchdown. "24 seconds on the clock. That's Mahomes to Williams, and it's a touchdown for Kansas City. Final score, Kansas City 34, Detroit 30.
Minshew Mania is taken over in Jacksonville. Would rookie quarterback Gardner Minshew lead the Jaguars to another win this week in Denver? Let's find out. We have first and goal for the Broncos. Flacco in the pocket, looking, finds Cortland Sutton deep in the end zone. Sutton's first touchdown in Denver, and the crowd is loving it. Third down for the Jags. Minshew, looking for a receiver, can't find one. Dancing around in the pocket, manages to stay alive, throws into the end zone and caught by Raquel Armstead. This is Armstead's first NFL touchdown. Minshew almost sacked here, but he says no sir and works some of that Minshew magic. Minshew passes to Fournette on first down. Up the center he goes into the open field. He puts on those wheels. Fournette crosses midfield and he's still going to the 40, to the 30. Dawson tries to take him down and he will, just shy of the 10. Second and 16. Minshew looks, finds O'Shaughnessy wide open. He reaches into the end zone and he's in. Jacksonville takes the lead by 2. First and goal, Flacco in the pocket. End zone caught by Cortland Sutton once again, his second touchdown of the day to tie the game up at 23. Just over a minute left, Jacksonville on their own 40. Looking for something to happen, he finds Westbrook and he spins, still on his feet. He'll be knocked out at the 26. We have 4 seconds left on the clock. Jaguars down by 1. Lambeau kicks, and it's right down the middle. The field goal is good. Good enough to put Jaguars ahead 26-24 over the Broncos. Jacksonville beats Denver on the road. Denver now 0-4 heading into Week 5.
The Bucs are coming off of a tough last-second loss to the New York Giants. Would they be able to rebound against the Rams? Let's check it out. Jameis Winston on third down. He throws it high to find Chris Godwin for the touchdown. Third and 4. Goff with the ball. Intercepted by Levante David. He runs it back inside the 10-yard line. First and goal. Goff to Godwin, and he's headed toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Winston over the top. He finds Cameron Brate for the touchdown. First and goal. Handoff to Todd Gurley, and he's in for the touchdown. Second and 5. Winston fakes the handoff, throws down the middle to find Mike Evans with a wide open lane for the touchdown. Third and 10. On a blitz, Goff finds Cooper Kupp. He's making his way towards the end zone, past the defenders, and he's in for a touchdown. Winston has all day here. He throws over the top, and it's intercepted by Marcus Peters. He's making his way towards the end zone, and it's a touchdown for the Rams. First and 20. Goff with the ball. He's taken down by Shaquille Barrett. And there's Nadamunkan Suh into the end zone to seal the deal for Tampa Bay. Final score, Tampa Bay 55, Los Angeles 40.
Our moment of the week comes from the Great Northwest, Seattle, Washington. In 2002, the Seattle Mariners signed a 16-year-old prospect from Valencia, Venezuela. That prospect would end up being one of the greatest players in Mariners history, and 17 years later, he said goodbye to the city he called home. Felix Hernandez made his final start with the Seattle Mariners last Friday against the Oakland Athletics. The Mariners are not expected to offer Hernandez a contract in free agency. King Felix made his Major League debut in 2005. Hernandez, 19, was the youngest pitcher to make his MLB debut since Jose Rijo in 1984. In 15 seasons, Hernandez went 169 and 136 with an ERA of 3.42 while amassing 2,500 strikeouts. Hernandez was a 6-time All-Star and was named the 2010 American League Cy Young Award winner. Hernandez's finest moment came on August 15, 2012, when he threw the first perfect game in the Seattle Mariners history. It was the 23rd perfect game in the Major League history. Hernandez was greeted to a standing ovation on Friday, and manager Scott Service told him, "You will always be a king in this town." Here's Hernandez after the game.
It was fun. It was fun. I mean, I love this kind of game. You know, I love the fans. I love what they do with the support. I mean, I love my teammates. They was having fun too, so it was a great game all the way around.
The NBA is putting an end to players lying about their height. Find out way ahead on WEBN Sports.
Don't go anywhere.
They call me Maxie, but I prefer tripod. I was your above-average four-legged homie, and then wham, bam, minivan. Some people pity me. Now that's lame. I still run, fetch, and swim. And the ladies love me. I'm the ultimate wingman. Just don't ask me to high five.
You can achieve a lot using your imagination. I mean, I don't like to brag, but... Wait, who's that? And why is she all over these achievement awards? But with STEM, the sky's the limit. Shaboom! Use STEM to envision... Okay, I'm seeing it. Yeah. Invent...
Got any ideas?
I've got a few, actually. And create a better world.
Told you she's super smart.
If she can STEM, so can you. Find out more at She Can STEM.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Queen is just my everything.
His smile did it. His smile, his eyes, his knowledge. My landlord, he decided that he wanted me to move based on the fact that I was transgender. Let's just respect people in everyday life for just being human.
Welcome back to WEBN Sports.
The Patriots defense squeezed out a 16-10 win against the Bills, extending their undefeated season. An interception by Jamie Collins halted the Bills' final drive towards the end zone with 1 minute and 27 seconds left on the clock. Collins and teammate Devin McCourty both lead the league in interceptions. After their big defensive game, they now lead the NFL with lowest points allowed, 27 in 4 games, which is 18 less than the second best team. On Sunday, Brady had his 6th worst game of his career, going 18 for 39 for 150 yards. The Patriots will be in Washington next week to face the Redskins.
Bears quarterback Mitch Trubisky left Sunday's game in a sling. Trubisky spun out of the huddle and rolled left, only to be hit by Vikings' Daniel Hunter on the 6th play of the game. He headed for the blue medical tent immediately after. The Bears hope to have more information on Trubisky's injury by Wednesday. For now, they plan to roll with him and chase Daniel. Trubisky, the 2nd overall pick in the 2017 draft, could get a contract extension this offseason. The Bears could also decide to push the decision back a year, keeping him until 2021.
The MLB postseason opens up tomorrow. The Nationals will play the Dodgers, and the Cardinals face the Braves. The Nationals clinched the wild card on Tuesday night, dramatically winning 4-3 against the Brewers. The Nationals were down by 3 in the 8th, but they had the bases loaded. Then Juan Soto smashed the ball to rookie Trent Grisham in the outfield, and he overstepped the ball, sending 3 home. Now the Nationals will see the Dodgers at Dodger Stadium. The Dodgers have the most wins in the National League with 106, and they also lead the NL West with lowest runs allowed, 613.
The Cardinals and the Braves are also playing tomorrow. Both teams rank in the top 5 in the National League for earned run average. The Cardinals will send Miles McCollum to the mound in Game 1, and the Braves will use Dallas Keuchel. It's unclear what to expect from the Braves' first baseman, Freddie Freeman, who has bone spurs and right elbows for the last few games. The Braves also have 3 key players out due to injuries. The Cardinals and the Braves will be facing off at SunTrust Park, which will debut more netting at the stadium to protect fans from line drive fouls.
Boston's House of Pride, the TD Garden, will host NHL opener Bruins versus the Dallas Stars October 3rd. With Bruins key players Joakim Nordstrom and David Krejci both out with injuries, head coach Bruce Cassidy will have to figure out accommodating strategies. The team will also be depending on their world-class goaltender Tuukka Rask, whom the people of Boston are undoubtedly looking to cheer on.
Out of Colorado, Mikko Rantanen and the Avalanche agreed to a 6-year, $55.5 million deal. General Manager Joe Sakic claims signing the left winger to a long-term deal has been a priority as he established himself as an Avalanche core player. If the 22-year-old continues his hard work and talent, he has an exciting 6 years ahead of him.
There has been speculation on basketball players and how tall they truly are. With talented men such as Kevin Durant, DeMarcus Cousins, and others who use their height to their advantage, the NBA is making a point to keep a definitive record of individual players. The tightening of these rules will ensure the accuracy of the data for each team.
Los Angeles Clippers' Paul George, who underwent surgery this past summer, stated he will not play in the NBA preseason. In order to keep his left shoulder at optimum health, George is aiming for a return in November. With the regular season beginning, October 22nd, the small forward is likely to miss top priority games where the Clippers would need one of their star players. That's all the time we have for today. Thank you for watching WEBN Sports. For more content, check our website, WEBN.TV, and follow us on Twitter at WEBN Sports. I'm Becca McMahon.
And I'm Hannah Brewitt. Good night.